Selina and the guys have been super busy. She went up and got a huge load of rock, a truckload of rock from our son, whose property is like 90% rock. And she laid these big rocks down here where Goldie, our big dog, is constantly digging right next to the pool pump. And one of our benches broke, and there's all kinds of stuff dug out under this tree, so Selina did the same thing to keep her from digging there anymore. Plus, they have done the step. Remember we talked about replacing that bottom step? Well, they did it. There she is. You're on.
Okay. Hello and welcome to How I Spent the Apocalypse. Everything cool I did, you won't see because Lynn wasn't here yesterday.
Of course.
Alright. So, I redid the step. I think we talked about that. I just put another layer on. Then I poured this solid.
Right.
Okay? So, this is most of a pickup truck load of rock.
Right.
And 16 bags of concrete mix. And then I topped it with pea gravel. Now, a lot of that'll come off. You can see it's loose. You have to put a lot on in order to get any to stick in.
Right.
So you usually have... And I just framed it with the garbage that I had on hand.
Right, of course.
Now that chain is all the way to the bottom of that pit, and it has a rock, has cement under it, and then a rock on top of the chain in the middle to hold it apart. And then I've got it, you'll see I've just got it on a screw there.
Right,
I'll take that screw and I'll take the wire off, screw that all the way in. That's where I'm going to fasten my stinking generator system. So my generator won't blow away in a wind.
Right, right.
Because it's in 60, it may get damaged, shit may fall on it, but it ain't gonna blow off.
There you go, there you go. And you also anchored this porch for the first time.
I anchored this porch. This porch was just sitting in a deck block, as most of yours are.
Right, right.
It was just sitting in a deck block. Now it's actually anchored. See this little piece of stuff here?
Mm-hmm.
That goes around a piece of rebar that I bent in a U shape and then put hooks on the end of.
You can't see what she's doing with her hands. There we go.
Hooks on the end of.
There you go.
So that when we poured the cement around, it did that. And this was just a bit of whimsy. I got this flower, and I bought it because if you look, there's a Mogan David in the middle of it.
Yes,
but
there
I got
is.
that flower at a yard sale for like 75 cents. It's stained glass. I just stick it in there. So it's just, it'll be okay.
It is gorgeous.
Exactly like I wanted. So,
but it'll be great.
It's like most of my life.
Well, and you also got the board on the trim board on the bottom here.
I got the trim board on the bottom there.
And got all the tchotchke stuff up.
I put all the tchotchke stuff back up in the trim.
And the geckos up.
I now have to paint over the screw holes. I put in the new bench that I fit. Well, the bench is the old bench, but I put new doors on it.
Right.
I painted the paddle. I did some extra stuff. I put up that gecko's brand new. Lynn got it for me on her trip to Colorado because she got to go on vacation this year, but I didn't. Apparently because I had device surgery. All right. And
no,
so
you had baby goats. You had baby goats.
This would have been really interesting for you to watch me do, but of course Lynn's too busy with her shit.
Yeah, I'm doing yogurt.
Okay. These are stones that I sculpted to replace the ones that were broken here.
Right, and they were broken.
And to raise the level a little bit because they had sunk in the ground. They had sunk in, and then I tried pouring on top of them, which did not work.
No, it did not.
And so now I've sculpted them again.
Awesome.
So what you do is you put the cement down, and you sculpt. It would have been neat for you to see, but too late now.
Yep.
Never mind. And now I'm putting a barrier between right here on the edge with just cement to keep water from running underneath the porch, which then seeps underneath the house.
Oh yes, of course. So you're just putting like a little lip there, a little
I'm putting
dam.
a lip because it doesn't need much. It just barely runs in there.
Well, and it'll just make it run down the way it should.
Yeah, it should run down that way and go out.
Yeah, down this way
and then go
out.
To what is now a rock step.
That sounds wonderful.
You know, cement step.
Cement step, yes.
Cement and a whole truckload of rock.
Yes, exactly, right.
Needless to say, our generator and that end post on the porch should hold in most wind events.
Yep.
I'm not going to say everyone because we've seen Category 5 tornadoes tear down cement block buildings
Yes.
now, so I don't guess anything's really safe. But such is life here in these times.
When you get done here, I will show them what you've done, right?
Okay. Dylan, could you hand me the scoop, eh?
Okay, as promised, a real quick view of this done. She has got this all finished back here. It is so beautiful. And I wanted to show you what she did. This is where she put in that concrete. We just had quite a bit of rain, and it is still dry under the porch. It is pretty amazing. It works really well. That's exactly what she wants it to do. And here is the step that she and the boys poured. And the generator is under that box, and it is chained to the place that she made for it. And there are the new replacement rocks that she built. Anyway, this is just almost done. I am so thrilled. I am so thrilled to start to have it put back together, and so is she.